1.1. Amazing at the bottom of the range.
It's a hot day today, but I'm anxious to test a couple of my antennas that I built on 2 meters band, and for that I had to modify a little bit my fishing poles. So the first thing that I did was add a spike over here. I might put a video about how to do that. It's just so it doesn't slip underneath when we tension it and support it by ropes. And over here we added we removed the top section because it's too flexible, and we added a little bit of rope with a plastic piece to hold anything that we are going to pop in. On top of that, we made anchor ropes for this, ropes that are going to guide to the ground. So we are testing that also. First, we have to put a little bit of rope so we can lift up the antennas. Otherwise, we'll keep dropping the antenna down, so we can replace another antenna for it. Up, up and twist. Up and twist. Up and twist. Up and twist. Make it as straight as you can to have ideal conditions, or as close to ideal conditions. And now, the moment of truth. Let's test our flower pot antenna with a trusty helper. Quansheng UV 5R Plus. You'll do good for this test. Apart from the radio, we'll need the antenna. And we need a coax cable. Of course, I'll need one more thing. SWR meter. So first, the antenna. When I made it, I used just a random coax from my basement, and the antenna ended up to be too short to get a proper SWR tested in the house, so I had to elongate it for about 10 centimeters. So if you're just using unknown coax cable, make sure that it is about 20 centimeters longer than the actual need, especially this section, the one that you take the braid off. Just make it 20 centimeters longer, and then you can keep snipping it when you're doing the initial testing at your house before deployment in the field. Now the coax RG58 with 7 beads of ferrite beads, and we'll choke it straight away at the antenna because this antenna doesn't need a counterpoise, and will reduce any loss coming back through the cable. Up we go! So this is an old fishing pole. It used to be 6 meters long, but I took out the top section because it was too flexible. Now it's quite rigid, and I can put substantial weight on it. 5.5 meters, that's enough for our test. So let's see. We have a coax coming into the antenna port on the SW meter. Clip on, I love BNCs, I love them. And then the transmitter port. And we are all set up. We have a winder here with a rope that takes the antenna up. Simple knot, all secured. I removed every metal piece on the top of the antenna, so there is absolutely no interference with it. So first we have to calibrate it. There we go. And did it move? 1.1. Amazing, at the bottom of the range. Let's go to 146, top of the band. Okay. Let's see now. Still. Very good. Let's calibrate it again and try it again. Okay. .3 on the top of the band. I'm using IGV software for my Quansheng, and I love it. So there it is, our flower pot antenna tested, and it works. That's all for QRP Tommy for today.